So, this is a brilliant core strength exercise. I was given this exercise when I left hospital after having my son. I had a cesarean, so this definitely works. It works, okay? I'll tell you that now. If you do this every day, even if you do it 5 minutes every day, bloody works. Okay, because it strengthens the muscles at the front all the way down to the groin, and also the muscles of the back and the sides as well. You're the sides here. I'm saying here, I'm pointing. Obviously you can't see what I'm doing. So anyway, brilliant core strength exercise. If you've had a baby, check with your doctor to make sure that you're ready. If you've had any complications, if your muscles have separated, your stomach muscles have separated, then just have a check in with the doctor. Or the health visitor, the midwife, whoever it is that you trust in that respect. If you've had a cesarean, they advise you to wait so and so long. I can't remember how long that is before you start exercise, but as soon as you can, as soon as you're ready, as soon as you're fit and able, this is brilliant. So we're coming down to the floor, so we're lying on the back. You don't need a yoga mat or anything like that. You don't need any props for this either. You can just do this anywhere, anytime. So we come down to the floor and just relaxing the shoulders and bring the hands to the lower belly, so below your belly button. So the legs are straight along the floor, lying on your back. I will be giving variations of this pose, but we're going to do the full pose first. So skip head if you want to do the variations for this pose. So we get the body to settle just by taking a few breaths into the belly, with the hands just below the navel, relaxing the shoulders, relax the face, the head. So we're not holding any tension through the upper body. So from here, we'll take a big inhale, and at the end of that inhale, we're going to point the feet to the ceiling and pull up through the stomach muscles. You'll feel that under your hands. And then as you exhale, you're going to bring your legs up, so your thighs are at 90 degrees to the floor, and your shins are parallel to the floor, and then the feet again are at 90 degrees to the floor. So you're making a right angle with your thigh bones and your lower leg bone. So if you're looking at the screen, you'll see what I mean. So I advise watch this through first so you know what you're doing. So the knees are together, the feet are together, keeping the stomach muscles pulled up, shoulders are relaxed. If you want to make noise here to help relax the upper body, is a good one, like a car noise. So keeping the stomach muscles working, we're slowly going to bring the legs back to the floor. Relax through the front of the body, feet drop out to the side. So you can repeat that as many times. I'd suggest you do maybe 3 breaths there and then come out of the pose, and then maybe do it again, another round of 3 breaths, and gradually build that up, build up the strength gradually. And be patient with yourself, be patient with your body, especially if you've just had a baby, because it's been under an incredible amount of stress. So if you want a variation, so for example, if you haven't got the strength yet to bring the legs up from being flat on the floor, or if it's pulling on your lower back to have the legs out in front of you on the floor, you can bring the heels in towards the buttocks so the knees are pointing up at the ceiling. So again, settle the shoulders, breathing into the belly. Take an inhale. At the end of that inhale, you're pulling up through the stomach muscles. And then all we do then is we just gently lift the legs again to that right angle. Feet are pointing to the ceiling. Feet are together, knees are together. So other variations you can do here, if you're comfortable with your legs at the right angle, If you want less of a pull on the stomach muscles, you can bring the knees in closer to the body. If you want more of a challenge, you can have the knees further away from the body. So you can play with that, you can experiment with that once you've got the strength in the abdominal muscles. So again, we're bringing the legs back down to the floor on an exhale, keeping the stomach muscles working. And then once the legs are back to the floor, release the stomach muscles and breathe. So the next variation we're going to do is one leg at a time. As long as you practice this evenly, so if you do one side twice, make sure that you do the other side twice, just so it keeps that balance through the body. So again, you can start with the legs so they're flat along the floor. Inhale. At the end of that inhale, pull up through the stomach muscles, and then we exhale and we raise. In this picture, we've got the left leg raised to make that right angle, the thigh bone, the lower leg bone, and then you've got the foot pointing to the ceiling. And then we take a few breaths there. So when you're in this pose with the stomach muscles pulled up and in, your breath will rise to the upper chest, which is fine. Just try and keep the shoulders relaxed and the neck relaxed while you're here. So again, brrr, you can make brrr noises. So we come down, let that down on an exhale, keeping the stomach muscles working, and then once the legs are to the floor, let go. So we're going to do the other side. So take an inhale, pull up the stomach muscles, exhale, and we bring the leg up to our right angle. So again, the other leg can either be out straight along the floor, you can have that knee bent. It's whatever works for you. So we breathe in the pose, breath comes to the top of the chest, keep the shoulders relaxed, and then when you're ready, keeping the stomach muscles working on an exhale, we're bringing the leg to the floor, let the feet drop out to the side. Let me just take a few breaths. So I'm showing it now with the knees bent, so instead of having the legs along the floor, start with the knees bent, and then one at a time, bringing each leg up into our right angle. Stomach muscles are working, shoulders are relaxed. Back down, and then inhale, pull up through the stomach muscles, exhale, lifting the right leg up into our right angle, breathing, keep the stomach muscles working, and then when you're ready, keep the stomach muscles working. We're going to exhale, foot to the floor, either keeping the knees bent and relaxed, or let the legs come along the floor, feet drop out to the side. So if you feel like you want to here, you can bring the knees in towards the chest and you can hug the knees. So hugging the knees into the chest is a great way to stretch out the lower spine. It's also, giving yourself a hug, because that's as important as anything else. So you can bring the knees into the chest. You can have a little rock from side to side, just gently rock from side to side, massaging the lower spine, the back. When you're ready, you can either come off to the right, so you can roll over to the right and then come up to sitting that way, or if you want to be a little bit more adventurous, if you've got the strength through the abs, you can hold the outside of the feet and just rock up to sitting. Namaste.